Back to work. Shoot. Guys, you gotta understand this is a really radically different time in history than we've ever had before. Uh, Even way more so than Judah Krishnamurti, Sun Yat-sen, D.T. Suzuki, Haile Selassie. Right? Um, Guys, Haile Selassie was considered the line of the messiahs through prophecy in his time. And most people weren't aware of that. And most Americans didn't know or understand who Haile Selassie was. And most people didn't have access to Haile Selassie, much less on a daily basis on Facebook for 10 years, hours at a time, uh, or, on YouTube for 10 minutes, 6 times a day. You know. And so this is radically different. If there's always, there's the people that live the gospels. Then people take them and hijack them and turn them into egotistical forms of genocide. And then there's a living correction. Okay? And this has been going on for a long time. Okay? Since the times back with Moses and way back. Okay, way back. Okay? So this has been happening. This isn't a new phenomenon. This is not something that's new and with all the stuff I give you, like the stuff, about is that, yeah, it's tangible. They could probably do something like that, moving Jesus and Muhammad to the future. Yes, that is entirely tangible. That is in with the realm of possibility of scientific manipulation and invention. Okay. Is it so? Um, Whatever I give you, if it adds up, accept it. If it doesn't, reject it. Okay, that's all I got to say to you. Um, I'm not interested in what scientists are doing behind closed doors. What I'm interested in, okay, is living truthfully and faithfully, sharing the thoughts, words, and actions in the perfection of the Lord's Prayer worldwide, and families and children being delivered from the evil of people trying to hide the truth of the Gospels. That's all I'm interested in. I'm watching entertainment tonight on out the corner of my eye. And so I am in no way, shape, or form interested in anything radical or sensational or egotistical. I'm just trying to attract the attention of radical, egotistical, narcissistic people to get them to stop. Because, like I explained to my nephew and everybody else when I talked to them, I told my nephew on Easter Sunday, I said, I already stood up for the Lord's Prayer in front of everybody in the worst conditions in the history of the world. Okay. And nobody else is standing up to do it with me. Okay. And if you say you believe in Jesus, I will say, are you stand up for Lord's Prayer? And if you're not, I'll jump into your ass with both feet until you stand up and do it with me. So I tell them exactly what I did, what I'm doing, and what I'm going to do. Okay. And then I tell them, David Rockefeller has extensive signed off surveillance to correct the living evidence of the living gospels. Okay. And I don't own a phone or carry a phone, but you guys all do. So if you want to talk about the Gospels, and I'm the living Gospels, and you attack me and tell me I'm going to hell in a magic place in your head, I will stand up for Lord's Prayer with me, or I will jump in jump in with both feet into your ass till you do. Okay. I tell people exactly, and this is, I do that with Noah, my son. I do that with everybody. No one is exempt. Okay. From me going, are you going to stand up for the Lord's Prayer? I don't have to. Jesus did it for me. Fuck you. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer and stop acting like a fucking chicken shit. Okay. I love you. You can do better than that. I expect better out of you. I don't expect you to act like those pervert shitheads at White Sands, at Fort Bliss, or Holloman Air Force Base. Okay. You are not a dog shit virtual presence pervert spy. You are a gracious good shepherd. You are like me. You are of my family. You will stand up and do right. Sit there and have a little white patch on your arm, sticking your phone in your cat's face and drinking your coffee. That's bullshit. Right? That pisses me off. I hate advertising. And like Congress, with YouTube, on Congress, on my things on YouTube, every time I make a video, is this for kids? No. Are there any kids involved in this video if it's something that might be adult content? No. This is to save children from genocide by being trained philanthropists, because philanthropy, aggressive, competitive philanthropy, is genocide accepted by insane people. Okay, that's what these videos are for. And Congress outlined the guidelines for YouTube to censor my videos if I'm out of line. And I turn on the TV, okay, and I'm watching a thing for Southwest University, and there's a little girl in the advertising. Okay. I watch car commercials, and there are children. Okay. Draymond Green's daughter is on a commercial to sell cars that cause cancer and heart disease because of extortion, exploitation, and denial of the Lord's Prayer. And I get on TV and talk to Klay Thompson and Steph Curry and say, stop doing it. You got to love your daughters. You got to stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Okay? If you get to live in a nice place and drive electric cars, and your fans all live in town and drive combustible cars and are dying from cancer and brain cancer and stuff like that to pay your bills so you can live out of the city and they can die in the city, we got to decrease the surplus population. They've been talking to me about that for years. We have to decrease the surplus population. Okay, well, let's do that through educational liberation. No, we're going to do it through dictation and legislation, because they're too stupid and they won't accept the truth. We will give them the truth of your religion and they will reject it and accept mass murder through fantasy and comic book sales. And I said, that's unacceptable. Okay. If someone is truthful and correct, and then you put that religion and the Gospels, they're not up for debate. Okay. If someone is truthful and correct, and people have the surveillance evidence collected privately and publicly in their homes, okay, you cannot sit and debate the meaning of language in a group and say our money's real and we'll put up a vote to fight and kill over it, and have one man say, no, live the Lord's Prayer to stop all killing and destruction of each other and our ecosystem through this insanity. Accept and live real religion. Real religion is not up for debate. It cannot be discussed as a debate. You cannot have an opinion about truth. You understand truth and you live truth, right? I don't want to watch any of these more fucking disgusting worm movies from your fucked up sci-fi pervert imaginations. And here comes the robot to save the day. Super Raton. Okay? I'm sick of this shit. Okay? Now, I am correcting the flaws of human thought process through accepting lie and using lie to manipulate and kill and saying that you can do it. Okay? You can do it. Okay? You can take over a country, and you can take all the 13-year-old girls and start impregnating them and having babies with them. Okay, that happens in the Middle East and Africa all the time. Okay, you can do it and get away with it. Okay, but are you really getting away with it? Is it healthy? Is it loving? Is it kind? I concur. These three words, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? These three words are for my head before I speak my mind. May the act flow through these words of mine, making them true, making them necessary, making them count. Now buy my record so I can pay my bills and not live the Lord's Prayer. Now buy my record so I can pay my bills and not live the Lord's Prayer. Making it true, making it necessary, making it kind. That was as kind as I could be to a bunch of dumb liars. Okay, do you understand? I'm the sword. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the light and I am the way. How loud do I got to yell it for you Walden University morons and Western Governors University owls to see? You need to take them damn glasses off because they ain't working for you. Right? Ooh, ooh. Shelley Ward, she said, how you know They know owls is white and they ain't black. Why? Because black owls will say, "Who that? Who that?" And she said, some black folks was gonna to buy Toys R Us, and they was gonna rename it. We be toys and shit. Black folks tell the best folks jokes about black folks. You know what I'm saying? Just like like white folks too. Like Jeff Foxworthy and his redneck jokes. That shit funny. Well, Uh, oh Lord. Okay. Oh my Lord, 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 Lord. The Lord is a real man living among us. Unbroken. You don't love me now. You ain't never gonna love me again. Okay, the chain is unbroken. May the circle be unbroken. And you people that think you need money to fuck and you fight over it, chain, 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 chain of fools. Well, you go help your Uncle Jack off an elephant. That's a house that Jack built. Okay. I love Aretha Franklin. Anybody else love her? Yeah. My favorite is the Restraining Order song. Anybody? Well, I like Natural Woman for Carole King too. That's a good one too. Natural Woman. You don't call anymore. Though you don't call anymore, I sit and wait in vain. Yeah, I guess I'll rap on your door and tap on your window pane. That's a Restraining Order song. That's what I call it. It's one of my favorites. Mickey Howard does a good job with it too. All right, y'all. Well, hang in there. Every day that people die from cancer and die from heart disease and diabetes because their body's having trouble adapting and surviving in a toxic, stressful, irrational, aggressive environment. Okay? Every day you commit murder with your ego and your lie. Stand up for the truth. Park all the diesel trucks. Share, care, given Gordon's need, built to last. Trade is not good for us. Okay. Share, care, given Gordon's need, built to last. So somebody needs something that we have in New Mexico, in Maine, or in China. We will find a humane and intelligent, healthy way to get it there. Even if we use Balto and a dog sled team across the Bering Straits that we help restore in Alaska. I'm pretty cool. Yeah, I know I am. These people are crazy-ass monkeys. Fortune favors the brave. Fortune favors the brave. Well, fortune favors the brave. See, fortune is faithfully living the Lord's Prayer. Be brave enough to stand up for me, and I will favor you. Okay, guys, I love you very much.